Hello there. I've come out to logged in today to do another test on the problem that we're having with 1.4.8. Now it's 21 degrees and it's bright sunlight today, so I'm going to send Lassie up and have my iPhone 12 Pro Max attached to the controller and see how long it takes to go dim. I'm unfortunately expecting it to go dim after between 5-10 minutes, so let's send Lassie off and see what happens. So I'm about to send Lassie up now. It's 21 degrees, the sun is shining brightly. There are a few clouds about which occasionally go in front of the sun, which might cause the controller not to go dim quite as quick as I think it will, but I think it is still going to go dim. So let's get Lassie up in there now. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to be sending her over a slightly different path today, just for my interest, just to see some slightly different parts of the loch, at least a path. I'm thinking about walking along the loch on the other side, and I want to see what it's like over there. So the sun is shining really brightly now, and it is shining directly onto the phone. Now I did have the phone, this phone that I'm using on the controller, I had it covered up while it was in the car, so it wasn't getting warm while it was in the car, so it came out here cool. When I started this light, it was pretty cool. And the battery charge on the phone was 70% when I started the flight. So it should be auto charging just now. And if it remains, if it doesn't dim down for a while, even though the sun is shining directly on it and it is very warm today, then that would indicate to me that it's possible that the phone charging is only going to affect it once the phone is fully charged. But we'll see. There we go. It's actually started to go dim now already, and that's 2 minutes and 20 seconds into the flight. The screen is starting to go dim. It just dropped in brightness a little bit there. Not too much, but certainly enough to notice. I'm going to continue on, and if it gets to the point where I can still see Lassie, I'm not taking her out very far today, and if it gets to the point where the screen is going really dim, I'll bring her back home. But at the moment, it's okay. I can still see it fairly clearly. It just took another hit there at 3 minutes, and it's now pretty dim. Although I still can see. And the screen that I'm watching is a little bit jerky. There we go, the screen has just taken another hit in brightness, and it's really dim now. In fact, I don't know if you can see the screen, how that probably doesn't show you much, but the screen is very dim. In fact, it's difficult to see. So, and that is 4 minutes and 25 seconds. There you go, so 4 minutes 25 seconds, and I can barely see the screen. Yeah, it's got so dark now that it's almost impossible. So that was just over 4 minutes. Once she's back home and landed, I'll disconnect the phone and just see what the phone power is. But the screen is really almost black, to be honest with you. It's hard to make out. So there we go. I can't even see anything on the screen now. The phone is so dark. But the phone is at now 75% charge, so it was charging up, and I don't know if you can see how black it actually is, but I have the brightness fully up, and I've turned the auto brightness setting off, so that didn't help, and the screen is almost impossible to see. And it's not even particularly warm. So I'll wait here and see how long it takes to come back on. I'll start a wee timer actually, which is difficult to do because it's hard to see the screen. But I'll start a stopwatch. So that's a stopwatch started, and I'll run that and see if the screen comes back on, and that way we'll know that it's a combination of the DJI charging and the iPhone that's causing it to go dim. I don't think it will come back up. I think it will stay dark while I have it in the sunlight, because I don't think it's anything to do with DJI. I'm convinced now it's to do with iPhone. Having said that, the brightness is now coming back up after the stopwatch says 1 minute and 12 seconds. The brightness starting to come back up, and she's now in the sunlight. So there you go. Brightness, the auto dimming. I was wrong. The auto dimming has stopped, and the screen is coming back. So let's keep it out in the direct sunlight and see what happens. So there you go, that's the phone. Don't know if you can see that or not. That's the phone being in the direct sunlight now for 3 minutes, and it's back up to full brightness. It's not connected to the controller. So there you go. It's the DJI app. It's the auto charging that is causing this. Or maybe not the auto charging, but it is being connected to the DJI controller is causing that, and not Apple. So, but I've flip-flopped 3 times there in the space of half an hour. But it's fully bright again. The screen is, doesn't look like you'll be able to see it, but the screen is fully bright, and I've had it in the direct sunlight here, and it's even warm. It's probably about 22 degrees now, and there are no problems at all with the phone. So it's absolutely the DJI's problem. So what can I conclude from this test? Okay, so here are some facts, and let's see if together we can work out exactly what's causing this problem. The facts are, when the sun is shining brightly on the controller, on the phone, and it's connected to the controller, after 4.5 minutes it will go dim. If the sun is shining directly onto the iPhone and it's not connected to the controller, it won't go dim, because the brightness came back up when I disconnected it after 3 minutes. If you fly and the sun is obscured by clouds, it won't go dim. So those are the facts. What do you conclude? Let me know.